buddy. I bet you thought I'd died, didn't you? Well, I haven't. I'm afraid to say I'm still here. Yeah, there's been a huge lapse in dealing with the sewing journal for several reasons. Well, two that I can think of. One, Mr. F bought me a brand new sewing machine, which I'm absolutely in love with. I'm so in love with it. And I didn't want to stop using it. The other reason is it has been ridiculously hot. And I don't mean a little bit hot. I mean absolutely sweltering hot. And in this country, we're so not used to that. We don't have any AC in the house or anything. All we have in our house is a heating, which is definitely not what was required. So we've been doing what people have requested. I've seen people say is close the blinds, close the windows, don't open your windows because that way the hot air gets from the outside inside. So we've been just cabined up in a quite darkish space, trying to keep cool. I mean, I must say on one day when it got to 39.2, that's so silly, I was sitting with a cold towel on my head. I just could not get cool at all. And Mr. F came with a cool towel, which I wrapped my head up in. Oh, it was delicious. Anyway, those are the reasons, or excuses, whichever way you care to look at it, why I have not been doing any journaling. Just too much for me. But anyway, today's a very pleasant day, and I thought, blimey, it isn't half time. I got round to some journaling. So I just want to show you what I've got here on my desk, and then I'll be going away again. What do I do? Overhead, that's it. So long since I made a video, I can't even remember. So you may recall some time ago when we started this, that I found in a charity shop, yes, me, found in a charity shop some booklets, old vintage booklets of patterns and dressmaking patterns and adverts and that sort of thing. And I was so delighted to have found them. And Mr. F photographed each and every page and put them up in my Ko-fi site. The link's down below for the Ko-fi. It's now called Miss Paint-A-Lot and Miss Sew-A-Lot, but it's underneath, so you can click on there if you want to, and you can go. These aren't free, I'm afraid, but they're really not expensive. I think they're £3, so they're really not expensive. And you get loads. You get 62 pages of just gorgeousness. So I just thought I'd have a quick flip through with you. I've printed these out this morning on 120 GSM Navigator paper for those in the UK, but it's just a nice quality smooth. It's not photo paper or anything like that. It's just a nice quality 120 GSM paper. So you see, you get these adverts that are. She used to say, "Oh, I'm no needle woman," but now she's got a Singer sewing machine, so she's brilliant. And these gala time and carnivals, costume books. I won't go through every one to that amount of detail, but you can see what you get. And I think some of them we could maybe add a little touch of colour to. Just a little touch. Not colour them in per se, but just a little touch of colour. I mean, all of these can be cut out and used as tuck spots, journaling cards, just something to stick on your page, whatever. I love this guy here with his very, very smart house coat on. Very smart. And I love the little girlies, they're gorgeous. They're so cute, aren't they? Party frocks for Miss Junior. And I'm sure in those days any girl would have been delighted to have those party frocks. And here we've got a set of underwear for the gent in your life. Oh, can you just imagine if you presented the gent in your life these days with that? If you made it up and said, oh, look, darling, I've made you this. He wouldn't know what to do, would he? Oh, my goodness. He'd want to say, oh, thank you. And you'd be thinking, what on earth is she up to? Anyway, there we are. These ones are kind of ones that I think would take to colour, a little bit of colour. You see some of them, they're cut off and whatever. They were in a bad state when we got them. And, you know, the corners are folded over, etc. Adverts. Best way pictorial dressmaking. See, things like that would look lovely in our journal, wouldn't they? And this was on top of the pile when I bought it. Look at it. It's fab, isn't it? And so it goes on. There's loads. As I say, there's 62 pages. So, you know, I'm going to go off now. Now I've shown you these and told you where to get them. I'm going to go off now and do a bit of fussy cutting. I might even do a bit of colouring. I'm not sure. But I will see you again later on today when I've got all these prepped and ready to put in our journal. So, see you soon. Hi, right, I'm back, and I have fussy cut, I think I've fussy cut 6 pages out of the 62 that you get, and I figured that was enough for one day. So I've cut out lots of little bits as well, loads of the peeps. Well, it felt like loads. I don't know how many I've got. I love her. She's just so lovely. This, which probably I'm going to... there was a lady wearing it, but I've chopped her head and her arms off. And it still might be too tall, so we'll cut it if necessary. This says large sheet of flower motif transfers, but it's all to do with stitching and sewing, so I've cut out everything that I thought we could possibly use. Scavenged. Is that the word? I don't know. That says party frocks. Another little girl with a balloon in her hand. And these, which are all about making up garments and things. But I thought because I haven't got too many stamps to do with all this, I thought I could use those where I might have used a stamp, if I had one. So yeah, I've got loads of these little ones. And actually, while I'm here, I just want to say a huge thank you to Sue Gino, who sent me a card using this, and honestly, it's so beautiful. It's in pride of place, it really is. I'm very grateful to you, Sue, for thinking of me. It's lovely. And I know that you and Donna, your daughter, Donna Seneville, have been busily making things, and it gladdens my heart, because I haven't been. I've just all I've been doing is complaining of the heat and sewing on my new sewing machine, which you can't blame me, can you? Yeah, I bet you can. Actually, a few people have said to me they're quite glad that I'm not racing through this, because they can't keep up when I do. So I'm taking that as a just chill. Yeah, let's just chill. 2 adverts there, really nice. This one I thought would make a lovely pocket, actually, and that one would make a nice pocket. I mean, this is all flat. It looks like it's crumpled there because that's how it was on the thing that Mr. F took. And here I've still got all of this left, so I'm, you know, not going to be running out anytime soon, but that's what I've got to use today anyway. So let's have a look. Oh yeah, I finished these 3. Remember, I drew 3 things to I don't have any words today. Things to machine embroider. That's it. Oh, talking of machine embroider, Heather Beckett's getting a new machine, a new brother, and of course it will machine embroider. So she's really looking forward to its arrival, and I'm looking forward to her getting it as well, because I can tell you, having just experienced such a thing, there is no joy like getting a new sewing machine. So it just I coloured them as you saw me do last time. I don't think this will fray because it's on stabiliser, but it might over the time fray, which would be nice if it did. And then I put a little zigzag stitch around them. I think they look quite nice. They make nice pockets. Right, enough of all that. Enough of what I've got. Now let's get going. This is not going to be the longest video in the world. Well, for lots of reasons, but it's just not. But at least it'll get me back into doing the journal again. Right, so let's have a look what we've got at the front. That, I'm quite keen to keep that. I love that, actually. I love the colour of it. I just love it. So this would be our first page then. So let's put something on the page. Now I was thinking of using some coffee stained paper, maybe, because this is very white, isn't it? So I've got my coffee stained paper box out. Let's have a look and see what's within. Ooh, remnants. Remnants. Let's have a look at them then. See if there's anything we can use. What's the biggest piece? This is the biggest piece. Oh, look at that. On which side I like best? It's gorgeous, isn't it? That side probably. I've just got a little bit here that I need to just nick off. Fair enough. That would just be lovely there, wouldn't it, with something on top of it? Just a decorative thing, maybe, seeing as it's at the front. Yeah, so if I put that there, let's just put these remnants back in there. And then, I don't know, let's shunt these round so I can see what I've got. People and all sorts of things. Right, so if I was to stick that on there, I could tear it. That might look a bit better. I don't know, quite like it. Where's that girl that I really liked? This one. Could have her sitting on the bottom there. Like that. That's quite nice, isn't it? And if we leave it like that, we've got journaling. We have journaling, but I think we need something else. Something perhaps quite small. Let's go into the small department. What does this say? Coupon for patterns at reduced prices. Yes. So, just there, do you think? Honestly, that is disgusting, Miss P. Can you really not cut in a straight line? Nope. Nope, I absolutely can't. It's all the same colour though, isn't it, as her? What else have we got that I could put there? What's that say? For Miss Junior, 3 to 16 years. I think that might be a bit much. Well, I might choose a different girl then. Choose one that... Oh, look at her. Oh my goodness, look how happy that child looks. She's beautiful. Just had an idea here. If I was to use that way on, I'd get a side tuck pocket. I don't have to do anything about this because it's a sewing journal. I can put her there. I can put that there for her to stand on. Do I need anything else? Maybe. What's this say? It says delicious flounces, frills and gathers. It's so badly cut out, honestly. So bad. I'm thinking just use that bit there. It's going all the way over her though. I don't want that. Oh, Sunday best. That's nice, isn't it? Sunday best. Yep. I can put that there. And I've just found one that says free, which I'm thinking I could put there. just to build it up a little bit. It's a bit bald at the top, like a lot of men. What's that say? Pretty but tailored. No, I want more like an advert or something. Let's have a look through the advert department. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. There is so much pollen around, it's cruel. Yeah, what about that there? That there, and that there. Can't read that it says free, so I'll move it across to there. What's that look like? I think it looks really cute actually. I really like it. I'm going to build the pocket up, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to stitch around it. I haven't got my machine in here, either the old one or the new one, because I've set the new one up in here and then realised I didn't actually want it around all the glues and inks and everything else. So it's in the living room. Right, where are my glues? That is a good question. Okay, this looks like, I don't know, looks like Nouveau glue. Oh, it's rolling off the top. Oh, I'm surprised that any glue at all is coming out of there. How long is it since I did a video? It's got to be 3 weeks. That's scandalous. Sorry, guys. Alright, so let's just pop that there. Yeah, I am sorry, I've let you down a bit, I think. But what can you do? I love her. She looks so happy. Yeah, we had a day out last Friday because the electricity board people wrote to us and said that there would be, our supply would be interrupted the whole of Friday from 9 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon anyway, because some of the telegraph poles that carry the cables needed replacing. So we decided that the car would be the best place to be because it's got air conditioning, and it was one of those very hot days. So we set out, and we had sort of, we sort of had a plan, not much of a one, but a bit of a one, that we would go on some forest track that would get us back over to the other side where we used to live, that side, and it would be much more interesting than just going on an ordinary road. So Mr. F looked it up on Google Maps. Yeah, definitely there was a way through. So we set off and we went down a forest track, which I can tell you is not the best of fun. It's very lumpy, and I mean it's an unmade road is what it is. And then we came to this, after miles, and I mean miles, came to this thing that said no admission. So we thought, oh, that's the way we want to go. Shall we just chance it? Shall we just chance going there? So yeah, we chanced it. It's not like us actually, we're usually incredibly law-abiding people. But we chanced it anyway. And yeah, after about 3/4 of an hour, I'll say, of bumping along these roads, we came to a kind of crossroads, both of which said no admittance on them. But there was also a third option that didn't say no admittance. So we thought, well, that's, we'll do that one then. So we did. We went up there, and said to Mr. F, this looks like a really new road. You know, the vegetation on the sides haven't grown or anything. It looks really new. And he said, yeah, it does, but, you know, we'll go and see where it goes. Well, after about, I don't know, 1.5, 2 miles, we came across the answer to why the road looked so new. It was because there was a guy literally in the road ahead of us on one of those big digger backhoe things who was building the road. He was literally building the road. So, I mean, we felt like right idiots. He must have seen us because we were the only moving thing up there. So we reversed as discreetly as we could, carried on back, took another one of the no admittance roads. Where am I here? And eventually, yeah, we kind of nearly got where we wanted. We were so happy to see a tarmac road, I can't tell you. It was like pure joy from all the jiggling and everything. So that ate up 3.5 hours, actually, in total. 3.5 hours of forest tracks that we shouldn't have been on in the first place and didn't take us to where we wanted to go. So, so there you go. That was what we did last Friday. Right, I'm just going to take that and stitch around just the outside. Oh, let me just check it's the right size before I do that. That would be a nuisance, wouldn't it? Let's get that on the edge. It's about that much too tall. I don't even know where all my pencils are. About that much too tall. I'm just going to have to wing it because that pen didn't want to work. This is the longest break I've had in paper crafting since I started. And I bet some of you are thinking, she's never going to come back. She isn't going to finish this. She's going to leave us on the lurch. But no, here I must say it's really been on my mind the whole time that, you know, I'm disappointing people. But I'm sorry, that's all I can say. I think I'll fold in this edge just a little bit, just to give it a bit more support, because it's pretty fragile, this coffee paper. I don't know what it is. Does that look straight in any way, shape or form? Yeah, perfect. I think near enough. Near enough. Right, I'm just going to take off and stitch around there and I'll be right back. Right, I've done that. I've stitched around it. I quite like it. The only thing I would say is this looks a little bare. So I found this remnant. I've got a big remnant box actually by the right of me. And I just wondered if I should stitch that on. If that would look a little better. Like an idea for a fabric for this dress. I'm thinking so. I am thinking yes. So just... yeah, I'll just cut it straight up here. Which we all know I can do. Oh, you know, that's not too bad. So I could just put that there like that. Or even further down, like that. Oh, I quite like it there, I think. Yeah, quite like that there. I'm going to stitch that on because it looks like it's a suggestion of I don't know whether to stitch it all the way around or just stitch it at the top actually. Like a sample. Yeah, I might do that. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, that's stitched down and I've just found this horribly cut out little kind of label-y thing that was in the papers. It just says quantities of materials quoted here are for the middle sizes only. Excuse me, and I thought I could just put that down there. So when you lift that up, there's actually something to see. I've got a right frog in my throat today. So stick that down under that bit of fabric. And I don't know if I'm going to be thinking about what to put in the pocket today. More just making some pockets and things. So then on another day, how about that there? I think so. Yeah, let's get that straightish then. Yeah, there we are. Lovely. I don't know where my Timmy towels are. I don't know where I'm in this. It's like somebody else's craft room, this, to be honest. There we are. I like that. That's nice, isn't it? Something nice and cheerful when we open the book and we can think about, oh, I haven't stuck it on. Oh, please concentrate, my dear. I'm doing my best. I don't know if I said, I think I probably did, but let's just say it again. These papers that I'm using, that I've been fussy cutting, they are available on my Ko-fi site, and Mr. F tells me they are also available on my Etsy store, which is Miss Paint A Lot. So if you go to either of those places, you'll find these, and then you can shop along with me. They aren't free. I try and make as many things as I can free, but these aren't free. But then, I mean, they're not expensive either. So, I mean, you can always go and have a look, can't you, and think if £3 is too much for you, then you don't have to buy them. There's no need to. Right, there we are. Little girl in place. Lovely pocket. I like it a lot. Great. So it was one piece of coffee stained paper that we've rescued. Okay, so now we come to this. Solving common machine problems. Machine does not feed in a straight line. There you go. Mine generally, it's all about sewing machines, this. Ooh, how exciting. So what shall we do? Here, I've got these big ones, this big one here that I was thinking of making into a pocket anyway. Not sure I like that. I think I'd have to put coffee stained paper on it. It's a funny colour, that, against the absolute bright white. Let's have a look at these three that I did. Yeah, there are three, yeah. I like that one. And I'd like that one as a tuck. Just a little tuck there. Just trying to see how fat this is getting. We're alright, we've still got room at that end, so let's keep building until we don't have any room anymore. Oh, that's nice, that flaps up when you move it. Right, so let's just put that on there. That's all I can say to you. I think I need to back it first with some of this, because it's going to be a little bit flimsy, I think. God, I haven't been in here half an hour and the place the tip. Yeah, that would be fine. I'll just stick that onto there. And then we'll have a nice tuck spot, won't we? So I'll use collal for that. I don't really want it coming through this paper, to be honest, but what you gonna do? Through the fabric, I mean. So I'm really not putting much on if I can avoid it. So I hope you've all been well. I hope I haven't caused you too much grief by not pressing on with this journal. I see a lot of you on the Facebook group are just going your sweet way yourself, and you are doing a fabulous job. You don't need me to hold your hand. See, before I stitched this, actually, I stamped on it, just a text stamp, and I just think it's taken that plainness off it. I really like it, actually. Yeah. So let's just cut that out. So yeah, Heather Beckett's going to be sewing up a storm when she gets a new machine and gets the hang of it. It always takes a little while, doesn't it, to get the hang of things. Yeah, so I like that there. But do you think I should put some coffee stained paper behind it? I haven't really got any remnants left. I'm going to have to go into the good stuff. So that would go on there. That looks nice, doesn't it? Looks nice without actually anything on it, but get the feeling I'm probably going to add something. So, yeah, let's put that. Let's do that. Let's put that there. Is that just the right size? Yeah, I think it is. So where do I need to cut this off then? I must have a pencil. Oh yeah, I can see that somewhere. Cut it off about there. Save all my remnants. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. Something's going to tuck into there. And we probably need a stamp or something there. I don't know. What do we need? I don't know. Maybe something from our papers. Something just quite... Oh, I'll tell you what I cut out. The man with his house coat on. He amuses me. Yeah, that there. And the man, do you reckon? It's just all wrong. I know, that's why I like it. Right, so let's glue this on. It's quite pleasant here today. It's not boiling hot. And there has been some rain through the night. There's quite a lot of rain yesterday. Which honestly I felt like going outside and dancing in. I didn't. I don't think Jimmy could have stood it. Oh dear. So let's get this on there. Like so. That's lovely. That's grand. I've got a zip on the other side, that's what's making it bubbly. Great. Right, so now I want this just about there. Oh, that looks lovely. It's plain, but it, looks nice. I'm going to use my Nuvo for this, which bits... These bits I don't want, so it's just this side and the bottom. So we'll have a nice top spot for the next day when we come back to work out what we're going to actually tuck in it. I think I might be talking quiet again today. Oh no, I'll get into trouble. You'll all be telling me I'm mumbling. I'm sorry if that is the case. I feel it might be actually. I might be mumbling. There, so that's that on there. And where's my man? Here's my man. I'm just going to stick him over there. He just has such a stupid look on his face as well. It's ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. Let's see if I can find something to go behind him. What does that say? Isn't this an adorable little party frock? Yeah. What's that say? Such a demure little figure in an ankle-length frock. Isn't this frock delightful? This lovely little party frock. Oh, come on, I need something that's not like that. What's this? Before cutting out. Yeah, let's do that. Before cutting out. No, I want to see Orly's head in all its glory. I might just put that there actually. I think that would be fine. I want to leave some journaling on the page. And not forgetting that there will be something going in this tuck. So it won't just be as you see it now. It'll have something in it. Not sure what yet. So there we are. Let's see if we can get that somewhat straight. That looks straight. Not bad. Let's get some glue on this fella. I don't think he needs any fabric on it. I think because we've got the fabric in the corner tuck, I think that's probably sufficient for fabric on this page. There we go. There we go. What do you think? Whoops. His chiselled chin. I think that's quite nice actually. I quite like that. And then we can just make something and pop it in here. A side tuck. And that'll be fine. I like the way that flaps up when you turn the page. When we get something in there, that'll look great as well. So that's a job for another day. And I'm going to leave it there for me today. I know it's not a long one. In fact, it's only half an hour. So I'm sorry, I'm just going to leave it there today. But I assure you, I won't leave it so long the next time. We'll crack on with this and get it sorted and put to what, you know, done and dusted. Although I am enjoying it. It's good fun. So right, that might look quite nice there, mightn't it? I'll leave that there and think about it. Okay guys, so for now that's me done. I will see you again really soon. Please take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.